Welcome back to another episode of the Grue Room. And today for the Grue Room, we got a very great guest, Landon Harvey. And he does TikToks. He's a ventriloquist, a podcaster, writer, and I'm really looking forward to talking to him. I am Rocco Cross. I am the host at Stutters. I am the host of the Grue Room. And my interview with Landon will be coming up very soon. Jay, what's up? Just waiting. What's up, Jay? What's up, Paul Taylor? What's up, buddy? Just waiting for our guest to come in, and as soon as that happens, we'll be going live with him. We got a ventriloquist as a guest, and there we go. Okay, just getting this ready. Alright, as soon as the internet puts us through, we should be good.
Oh,
Hey,
hey, how's it going?
good buddy. What about you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me on. This was fun.
Definitely, man. Definitely. I'm really looking forward to it. Thanks.
Sure.
So, wanted to ask you, like, how did you start getting involved with just doing live shows, acting, comedy,
Uh-huh.
all that?
Sure. I was doing ventriloquism since age 6. I was very introverted as a kid. My dad bought this pirate puppet. He goes on trips for his work, and he brought me back this pirate puppet, and I kind of picked it up, and I started doing show and tells with it in school, and it allowed me to kind of get out of my introverted state. I was able to talk to people with it, and then I did my first actual show in high school, actually, for in the
Oh,
middle of a choir concert, because my choir teacher knew I was a ventriloquist. And my dad and I wrote this routine, and I performed it. I had done other things for my family, but it wasn't to this caliber, and it was my first on-stage performance in front of an audience. And that was a really neat opportunity for me, and that's when I fell in love with performing on stage. So I've been in theater, multiple times. Aside from that, I was in theater in middle and high school, and so I had done a lot of acting in musicals and in just regular stage plays. So I had that experience, and then
oh,
also the studying of scripts allowed me to understand characters and kind of the breakdown of conflict and how you have the conflict, the resolution, and how that builds up. And then, of course, when you're a performer as a ventriloquist, you add comedy into it, and that conflict merges into comedy. So
wow.
yeah.
Okay. So you started out doing plays then, right?
Yeah, we started out. I started out doing plays, and I was still a ventriloquist during that time, but I hadn't
Oh,
really
okay.
been performing a lot. And then in high school, I kind of got out of theater after being in it for freshman and sophomore year, and I put an emphasis on performing, and so I started doing shows all around Dallas Fort Worth area, and it's just kind of grown from there.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. When did when did your love for it start? Like being a ventriloquist? Like when did that
Yeah.
start?
Yeah, I had a ventrilo. I was 6 years old. This was before I got the puppet that my dad brought me, and uh, we had the Red Ribbon Week at our school, and a ventriloquist came to my school. His name was Dennis Lee, and he performed, and I fell in love with like the magical aspect of it.
Yeah.
Seeing the characters that he did brought to life, and he was funny, and it was educational, and there were just so many aspects, and there was a set. And later on, I was part of this class called ISM, which stood for Independent Study and Mentorship in my senior year of high school. And you
Ooh,
would get a mentor and you'd study this career path. And I was able to have Dennis mentor me, which was really neat because he was the driving force that sparked that passion for the art when I was younger. So I got to travel with him, see him how he does a show, how he sets it up, and how he fabricates one. And it was a truly neat experience. And I've been taking what I learned there and applying it to what I do in my everyday career.
oh wow, that's so cool. I love that.
Yeah.
What do you love most about doing that?
I love I love making it look easy. I think a lot of people there's so many aspects that go into it that when you see a good ventriloquist, they're just up there with a puppet and you don't think about all the hours of work and preparation that went into this 5 minute bit. There's the puppet itself. I build my own puppets, so there's that. There's the material. There's the rehearsal. There's the making sure the ventriloquist looks natural when they're doing ventriloquism. Creating the repertoire, the back and forth between you and your puppet. There's that. And so there's a lot of different things that you have to be mindfully aware of. And then, of course, you have a lot of professionals that can do the improvisation aspect with the character, which you know the character well enough where you can speak for them and have them improvise and talk to people in the crowd, and
Okay.
it's that kind of thing. So making it all believable.
Oh, sweet. Wow. And I'm guessing like when you're doing it, like timing has to be right, like, especially with you and the puppet, like it has to be like, timing has to be right and everything, right?
Of course, yeah. Timing's everything. You have one word within a sentence that can throw off the timing of the joke. So you really have to, you write your jokes, but then you go back and you sift through it and you say, is this word? You get down to the wire on these words and you go, is this word necessary for the setup of the joke or the punchline? And if it's not, you throw it away, and you're that much closer to having a solid joke. And then you have a bunch of those, and it's a bit. So.
Oh, wow. Okay, nice. And I was reading too, like you did a ventriloquist con, right? And
Mhm.
you won first place for 3 straight years.
I did, yeah. I applied for this was back when Terry Fader, he's a famous ventriloquist. He won season 2 of America's Got Talent.
Oh
He
yeah.
held this thing called the Terry Fader Scholarship, and you could, no matter where you were in the world, you could submit, and you did a little ventriloquism bit, and then if you won, you got to go to the ventriloquist convention. So the second year of applying for that, I won that. I was able to go to the ventriloquist convention, and they added me to their roster in the junior mic contest. I was the very last person to perform, and I won that, and then I came back the next few years and won that, and so I've been the only person that has won that award 3 years in a row, which is kind of cool.
Wow.
And I've had a lot of fun being part of that. And the neat thing too is I was 16, 17, and 18 at the time, and the cap off is like it's like 6 years old to 18, and then it's 18 to like 50 whatever for the senior contest. So, while I've been growing up and doing my own thing in ventriloquism, I've seen all these kids that I was on the junior mic contest with that have grown up.
Mhm.
And some of them, I'm friends with all of them, and some of them I've actually built puppets for. And actually, over this past convention, a kid named Jesse Smith, great ventriloquist, I built a deer character for him, and he won first place with it. So it's kind of neat. I wasn't in the contest this year, but I got to see him use something that I was able to build for him, and it's neat being able to have that impact. Um, it's just a really neat thing, and I'm proud and happy to be part of this art.
Oh yeah, definitely, I'm sure.
Yeah.
and and how do you like do a typical day of going out there on stage and everything? Like how do you get ready to do it? Like get into a mind frame to actually come up with the jokes and a mind frame to write
Sure.
everything down and learn it.
Yeah, for me, I have to practice. Yeah, I have bits that I've done for a while where I can just go up and do them, and then I've got new stuff that I'm trying and new characters, and I have to practice that over and over again to make sure I have to really be confident in it enough to go up there. Um, so there's a lot of just practicing. I do a lot of TikTok live. I don't really practice in front of a mirror like you do when you begin and to learn
Yeah.
the basics of ventriloquism, but I do a lot of practicing with improvisation and just like lip technique and lip placement, all that on TikTok on these live streams I do because I can do it in front of an audience and they enjoy me riffing with a puppet, and it's a lot of fun. But a basic day, we book a gig or whatever. I pack up the car. It's usually 3 or 4 trunks, a backdrop, and a speaker, and we get there usually hour and a half, 2 hours away. It's really nice. I live in Texas, so I'm always driving around in beautiful Texas sceneries out here, and doing anything from like a Cub Scout show to a retirement community to a whatever, and get there, set up, perform for half an hour or 45 minutes or whatever, and then take photos with people afterwards, sell merch, pack up my stuff, and drive home. And that's my
Sweet.
life.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you do a lot of TikTok lives, right?
I do, yeah. We do a lot of TikTok lives, a few, almost, I want to say 2 to 3 a week, where we're
Oh,
trying to,
wow, really?
yeah, yeah. We
Wow.
keep busy
Wow,
on
that's a
those.
lot.
Yeah, I love it. I'm able to connect with new people. It's got a great organic reach on the app, so we have a lot of new followers from it. And I also try out jokes on it. I created two new puppet characters through TikTok. I'm just testing out material and fleshing out the character for the puppet through just videos and jokes and improv. So it's been a neat
Nice.
experience during COVID, when you don't have any
Well,
material.
yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, like when COVID hit hard, like, and everybody was home, no one was doing anything. That's the perfect time to actually try TikTok lives and Instagram lives
Mhm.
and YouTube live, and like that's how I started the show. Like, there was nothing to do, and I was like, I have a horror site, and I was like, I want to start doing video stuff now, interviews. And at first, it started out with just interviewing horror guys, but then it grew to much more than that.
Sure, sure. Yeah, it's great. I also started a podcast called Landon Live, and we're starting season 2, where we've actually brought the puppets in to be part of the interview, so they've got
Oh,
their
I
own
love
little
it.
segments, which has been exciting. Kind of thinking of, each segment. I've got a zombie character named Bill, and he's got a segment called Bones to Pick, where we talk about, we interview the person on their pet peeves and things that they, maybe that they don't like about their industry, or things that
Hmm.
people accuse, like, everyone always, whenever I tell someone I'm a ventriloquist, they're like, oh, well, ventriloquism is a dying art. And I'm like, well, not really. You've got Jeff Dunham, Terry Fader, Darcy Lynn on AGT a few years ago. It's only dying because you haven't, you probably don't follow it
Well, yeah,
as much as some of
exactly.
these other people do. But, we have fun with it. So, yeah.
Nice, nice. And when you're doing videos on the TikTok, like which video do you think like was the one video that actually blew up?
Yeah, it's never what you expect it to be. I post so many different videos. TikTok used to tell you how many videos you had posted, and I don't think it does that anymore.
Oh,
I
okay.
think I broke them. But we had such a big number of videos. I'll do a video asking people what their favorite chip flavor is, and that'll get more response than, a thought out, well written joke. But I started doing TikTok with just a bunch of I would write a joke and film it with a puppet. And then
Hmm.
I started doing more kind of sketches where me around the house with the puppets and kind of showing them in their own element, which I enjoy. Um, and then I've done kind of everything. I do the TikTok live streams, and then we'll chop them up and post like the highlights of them on our
Oh,
TikTok.
okay.
So they're actually, you're not just able to practice while you're doing the live stream, but you're also creating content that you can use later, which is great as well. So it's like a win-win there. But it's never really what you want it. It's never what you expect it to be whenever something goes viral or get the big response, and it ebbs and flows too in your popularity. I mean, I have like 800,000 followers, but my engagement rate is lower. I think it's because I'm shadow banned. I'm not quite sure, but there's a lot of people that have gotten on the app too. So there's a lot more. You fight for that focus, and it's like, what can I
Yeah.
add to my videos to get that focus? So
Okay. All right.
yeah.
And like, which video do you love doing the most? Like, which ones you have the most fun with?
I think I have the most. I like duetting people with the
Oh,
characters.
sweet.
I think it's really fun because I don't really plan it, and I'll just kind of I spend hours on TikTok just kind of seeing the trends and what's going on, and I'll find something, and I'll just a spur of the moment video. I enjoy those a lot. But then also if I a lot of times I'll find that if I just pick up a puppet, I have two characters that I use a lot on TikTok, and then others that I don't because they're in cases or they're in the they're just not out, so I don't. It's like
Okay.
I don't think about using them, but I'll get them out every once in a while, and I'll just kind of riff on camera, and I'll come up with like an idea or a joke, and then I'll go, oh, I should do that, and we'll make it into more of a joke and kind of play it up more. So it really varies kind of on what my thought process is during that day, but we do a lot of fun different videos.
Oh, sweet. That's
Yeah.
nice. And I have to ask you, like being the ventriloquist, like how do you come up with all different characters and all different names? And
Well, that's a great question. I've got one here, and he's a great story. So can I get him?
you definitely, yeah.
Come here. This is Jackie. He's a jackalope. Come here. What? Come here. Okay. All right. Hi. Who's that? What's your name?
Rocco.
Rock'em. Okay. Rock'em Sock'em the Robots. I like it. This is Jackie. Yeah, he's a jackalope. Yeah, I'm from Wyoming. Right. Ain't that right, kid? Right. Yes. And Jackie, is a jackalope, part antelope and part jackrabbit. And I found this guy on YouTube. I like to sift through the not dark web, catacombs, the catacombs of YouTube. I found this guy that does this voice that was so unique, and I was talking to a ventriloquist friend of mine, and I said, I love that voice, I want to do it for a puppet. And he thought, well, what about a jackalope? And we talked about it back and forth, and I liked the idea that no ventriloquist has ever used a jackalope. I'm unusual. Sure, yes. And so I built Jackie, and I found that with practicing with him, for multiple times, yes, I actually had to take the voice that I was able to do, and I had sped it up over time to get the joke quicker. And because of because you can only do a 15 to 30-second TikTok back then, the voice has actually developed to be a lot quicker, which has actually added a level and a layer to his character. Sure, right, yeah. So it's a lot of fun, and that's kind of how Jackie's evolved. through TikTok, and he's my main character. Thank you, buddy. You're welcome. Anytime. And I have another guy named Bill. He's a zombie. Right. Yep. He's dead. Right. But kinda. Right. Not really. Right. He's like three beans. Right. Yeah. Okay. And I've got Bill, and Bill I created on TikTok too, and he's kind of I've built the puppet a few different times. You have? Sure. Okay. And the characters evolve through there. So, and just doing these different videos, the sketches, yeah, and going live with these characters and having them all be kind of a different cadence and a different tempo has really been something quite interesting. And I actually did a show during COVID. We did. You remember you were there? Oh yeah, it was Jackie's debut on stage. Right. Not really though, because it was inside of the Black Box Theater. Right, which wasn't a stage now. It was in the round, kinda. So there were people like all around us in a ski formation.
Yeah.
And that was when I first brought out Jackie and Bill, and I performed with them, and they did really well because I had the characters and I rehearsed with them so much online that by the time they met the stage, people loved them, and it was neat seeing the same response from a live crowd that we had been getting on TikTok. So it's a very neat thing. I love the character creation process. And I'm working on a new character when I hit 1 million followers on TikTok. That I'll be showing off. Yes, that is I created him for comedy clubs. And it's a guy character, but he's very different, and it's never been done before. You want to say it? Yeah, okay. But he's very exciting, and everyone's going to be able to relate to this character, which is very exciting. And he's probably one of the funniest and out there puppets that I've ever created. Early, yes. So it's very exciting. I love the process. I already have the whole routine written for this guy. And it's just a matter of time before I bring him out. But I wanna perform with him. So when I release him, you're gonna release him? You got him in a cage? No, when I release the footage of him, okay, all right. Sounds like a hostage situation. It's not. All right. When I release the footage of him, I will be able to. I'll be able to have release footage of him and I performing versus just like a TikTok. The characters. That's kind of the idea for how we're going to release the puppet. I think that's going to be a neat way to debut the character online. Right.
That definitely sounds good.
Yeah. Like 1,000 words a minute. Yeah, I know. Well, I'm just trying to answer the question fully. Okay. Kind of blanked out though for a moment. All right.
I, I mean, I have to, I have to ask you, like, I don't, you are so good
Thank
at this.
you.
Like, I mean, I don't know how your lips don't move
Oh, yours
when
do. It's because I'm a ventriloquist, my lips don't move. Oh, okay, right, yes. They just move. Well, they move when I talk. Okay.
yeah,
No,
they
they
move
don't
when
move
you.
when I talk. No, they don't. My lips don't move when you talk, but they move when I talk. Oh, it's because you're not that good? No, it's because they need to discern who's talking. Okay, yeah. The word for you, right.
That that's really good. That is that's really good. How you're able to not move your lips while he's talking.
Sure, yeah, it took, what is it, almost 15 years of practice. Right, yes. Oh, yeah, I can do it. Right, yeah.
Exactly, exactly. What would you like to tell someone who wants to try to get into this and all, try to be as good as you, but not as good as you because you're excellent?
Yeah, we don't need any more competition. It's not, no, I'm encouraging the art. Yeah, be as good as us that don't. Be a ventriloquist, but don't be better than Landon. Right, okay. No, you know what? I love encouraging people to be part of this art. I've got something. Jackie's got something. Called on my website, landonharvey.com, called the Jackalope Watch Club. Yes, and it's a basically, if you've heard of Patreon, it's kind of like our equivalent to that. It's a
Oh yeah.
website, $3 a month subscription, and I teach you how to learn ventriloquism, the basics of it, creating a character, and also puppet building. And I'm constantly uploading stuff, and that'll be live within a few weeks, which is very exciting, right? Because I'm in it, and Marcel is in it. Marcel, and Mervin, Bill, Maggie, Kip is in it. Oh, we got a lot of people that are part of it. I know. Yeah. Well, eventually I'll get paid for all I've done. Right. Right. Yeah. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. So
You
we do, and I've done YouTube videos, and we have a bunch of stuff out there. But if you want to learn ventriloquism, there's already a bunch of resources you can check out. At your library, sure, books, YouTube videos, YouTube, right? Yes. And there's a lot of different resources, and the biggest resource is just to practice in front of a mirror. Sure, and that's what I've done so many times. It's really figuring out that lip placement, and everyone's mouth is different. Right, right. So you have to figure out how you do the letters that are hard to do as a ventriloquist, sure, and
okay.
how that works out for you. But you take these basic principles that you learn and you apply them until it gets to the point where you can just say whatever you want.
Oh
Um,
wow.
I'm actually working on a course thing right now, and we're talking about the easy aspects of ventriloquism when you're writing a script. So versus if you're saying that if the puppet says, "I have a lot of problems," you wouldn't say that because P is a hard letter to say. Right, right. So I wouldn't say that I have a lot of problems. Right. No. What you would say instead, is I have a lot of issues. Because issues is easier to say as a ventriloquist, and when you're learning, that kind of helps it. But I've gotten to the point where I've been practicing for so many years that I can just write a script and I don't really have to worry about that. You're kind of cocky. Well, you practice enough and you can be. Okay. I mean, it's a point I'm trying to make. Whatever. I just do points that I got them filed down. What do you mean? Oh, your antlers there? Yeah. I went to the nail salon. Yeah, I got a mani, petty, horny. Oh, that's great. Yeah. Don't they look good? They look great. Thank you.
Yes, they do. And you also have merchandise too that you sell, right? Like shirts and hats and stuff.
Yeah, I sell it in the back of the 7-Eleven.
Oh, okay. There you go.
That sounds sketchy. Well, the other guy there sells some other stuff, and he's always nice to let me use his thought, and that's nice. Yeah, we've got we've got Jackie merchandise and Bill the Zombie merchandise and some other stuff on our website, landonharvey.com, and we're always trying to offer different videos and different forms of content. Whether it's out and about videos as a ventriloquist, sure. How to just kind of every aspect, and that you can every kind of form of content you can do as a ventriloquist, aside from just showing videos of us on stage, right? Because we're still working on that. Well, yeah, you can't give everything away. No, no, no. But we can do this all day, right? Yes.
Now, like how everything is now, do you plan on doing more live shows like actually on stage?
I'd like to. Yeah, yeah. We would love to. We booked something in Indiana for 2022 the other day.
Okay.
Yep. Hopeful, right? Yes. Hopefully, another Delta variant 2.0 will come out by then. Right, right. And we'll
No.
have this under control. Right. Yes. But we've done shows during COVID and we've taken the precautions. And we hope that we can get back to live entertainment because I think people are in desperate need of it.
Oh,
And no help
definitely.
at anything, right? Which is why you'll perform. Yeah, thanks. Yep. All right.
Yeah, I.
We love performing, but performing on stage where you get that instant laugh
Oh,
is different
exactly.
than performing on a TikTok live where you're saying a bunch of laughing emojis, right? I appreciate it, but it's different. It is different. Yeah,
It's a lot different. Like, I
sure.
mean, when you're live, the piece, like when you're live, you get everyone watching you, and you can see who's laughing and who's having a good time. When
Yeah.
you're looking at a screen, you can't tell if the people are laughing or not just because they're right in like a face and all that, you know?
Exactly, exactly. And then you get the opportunity to have a lot of haters, yeah, that just go on and troll
Yes.
you or say you suck,
Yes,
right? Like
exactly.
even though it's true, it hurts. Hey, I'm pretty good at what I do, okay, but so you deal with that, yeah, ego, right? Yeah, but and you have to combat online hecklers, which is always fun. So we've
Um,
it's made us sharper. Would you say? I'd say so. All right, yeah. So it's good.
Trust me, I know all about them. Like by doing this show, because I either do it live on here or I do it on Zoom,
Okay.
and a lot of people there's some people that like troll you, like you were saying, like some people
Mhm.
just log on to throw hate at you. And when I host a show, I'm honest. I say I'm Rocco Cross, the host at Stutters, and if they already know going in that I'm going to stumble over my words because I got a speech issue. But then you'll have like the haters in the room saying like, I'm not smart. I don't know what I'm talking about because I keep
Right.
stumbling over words. So,
Right.
so yeah, I definitely know all about that.
Yeah, and it's a hard thing too, in comedy, because you want to see if people enjoy a joke or if people find something funny, but then you can't, so you have to be vulnerable and open to taking that feedback, but also have your guard up enough to where like the good and the bad that people say doesn't affect you. Right.
Hmm.
Right. It's a mental game. Right. Yes. And you're mental. Thank you. Yep. So it's a lot of, it's a lot of preparation in that regard. Sure.
It,
Corporation
it,
H. Yeah, that's something different. Okay. Yeah. So that's kind of what we do. Before I hit that TikTok live, go live button on TikTok, we have to prepare ourselves. Yeah.
oh,
You
I'm
gotta wash
sure
your
you do.
hands. Sure. Yeah.
What do you like doing during your free time when you're not working?
I like to go on dates. You go on dates?
Well,
Yeah, I do a lot of hooking up. Really? Yeah, mostly because my antlers get caught in their hair. Okay. Yep.
there you go.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you meet them on apps.
I do. Yeah, there's a dating app through Jackalopes. There is. Yeah, what's it called? E-Thermony. E-Thermony. Okay. Yeah, it's great. Uh-huh. And Bill, he's out. I think he went to Kroger, maybe. Yeah. Bill the Zombie has a dating app. He got too many dating app jokes for your puppets. He's got one called Plenty of Flesh, where he meets his
Nice.
girlfriend victim. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. But date a zombie because they care about what's on the inside, like your brain. Yeah, intelligence.
That's
Sure.
true. That's true.
You don't see any
They
superficial
they love
zombies,
it.
do you? No, no. Maybe Paris Hilton. She's not a zombie. Have you seen her lately? Okay. Hey, um, we have fun. I love doing the TikTok live streams. I also edit all my own content.
Oh, yeah.
Not TikTok, but the pandemic has been great in that it's kind of forced me to learn new aspects to all this. So I film everything, I edit it. I create little graphics. I try to stay branded on every social media platform to where people like can recognize me. Sure, recognize
Mhm.
us, right? Yep. And we have fun with it. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. And video games, are you into playing video games or
Yes. What's
you
your
are?
favorite video game?
Okay.
I like Luigi's Mansion. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Yeah.
It's a good game.
Yeah, I have a Nintendo Switch that I haven't seen in a while. I stole it. Right. Yeah. You know where it is? No? Okay. I think Bill has it. It's in his coffin, right? But you can't call it a coffin. It's a dressing room, right? He doesn't like it when you call it a coffin. All right. He gets moody, right? Yeah, I'm sorry about that. It's okay. I'm not Bill. Yeah. But yeah, I do have a Nintendo Switch. I play that every once in a while. I have younger cousins that are 10 and 8. Uh-huh. And are you rating them? No, that's their age. Oh, okay. Uh, and they they'll get video games every now and then, and we'll play with them on their video games, and that's always fun. And I go out and spend time with them, and we bike, and I love going to the creek. We've got creeks near us, so we go and catch little turtles. Delicious. We let them go. Okay. And we have a lot of fun doing all that type of stuff. I love nature, so I'm a big biker kind of guy. Uh-huh. And what, you got a string? Yeah, yeah, okay. You tell chicks you're a biker and they're expecting like a motorcycle, right? What a disappointment. You still got training wheels? No, I don't. Okay, no. I could ride in your basket like ET. No, I don't think so. Phone home, I got right, kid. All right. But I have a lot of fun with that. So, and it's very necessary too, because when you're spending hours a day editing stuff in this dark room, you got to get out and enjoy the sunlight and the fresh air, sure, and just kind of get out of the house and get away from the puppets. I heard that. All right, kind of get away from all of them because I have to realize I'm my own character away from them, and I got to exist apart from them.
True,
Are you
true.
breaking off with me? No, I'm just saying we need to take a break. Great, it's like Ross and Rachel. All right. Yeah.
What about songs? What kind of songs do you like listening to? Music.
Oh man, I like AC/DC. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Lizzo. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Um. What about you? I don't know. I'm too busy thinking for you. Okay. I like all types of stuff from country music because I'm in Texas. I love country music. I love 80s a lot.
Nice.
I've got some 80s type songs that kind of go with my brand, and I think it's cool. So I love that. I love like old movies like Gremlins and
Hmm.
Aliens and all of that. Movie night. Yeah, we should do that soon. We should. Yeah. I'll bring the popcorn. Great. Okay. You get the microwave. I will. All right. And we have a lot of fun with that. What do you do when I'm not around? I just lie there. Yeah. You sleep.
He's taking a nap.
I'm taking a nap. Right. Yep.
um, I my show deals a lot with like horror films, so I always ask my guests this: are you a horror fan at all? And if so, what are some horror movies you like to watch?
Oh, I love horrors. Horrors. What horrors? Oh, right. I don't watch those films. Okay. Well, I love that movie Little Shop of Horrors. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was directed by oh god, Frank Oz. Yes. Because the puppets are amazing. Rick Moranis is in it. The cast is fantastic, and I've always loved Little Shop. So I'm a big fan of that. I'll probably build an Audrey 2 puppet one day because I love Audrey too, and I love to see all the different versions of it. Sure. But yeah, I love Aliens. Yeah, I love all the old horror movies, and I follow Onyx the Fortuitous, and which is Andrew Bowser, and he's really doing some great stuff in terms of old style horror, and
Oh,
it's
wow.
it's fantastic. He's working on a movie right now. He just got it funded, and I love seeing all these TikTok and Instagram creators coming together and working on this movie. It's really something. Yeah. So it's really neat.
Damn, that's yeah, definitely. That sounds good. See, I'm a huge horror fan, and
Uh-huh.
so like, and, is there any shows you're currently binge watching, like any television shows or Netflix shows or?
The Crown? You watch The Crown? I can't wear crowns. My ears get in the way. Yeah, and my antlers. I'm sorry about that. It sucks. I love a lot of different shows. I like The Blacklist. I think that's a great show. I really enjoy that. Sure. I love going back and forth though. I'll watch something like The Blacklist, and then I'll watch Parks and Recreation, or
Hmm.
a comedy like that, The Office, all of that. I like podcasts too. I listen to a lot of podcasts. Sure, comedy podcasts. Gilbert Gottfried's got a great podcast that's pretty
Yeah,
fun.
yeah,
And
he
you know,
sucks.
it's interesting too to hear. I love to hear the stories on the road, being an entertainer, because this industry that I'm going into, it's everything I can relate to. So
Hmm.
it's a truly neat thing. Yeah, it kind of prepares you, right? Yes. So,
Well, I mean, that must be a fun car ride. Like, you're driving and he's sitting in the seat next to you. Like,
yeah,
that's
you'd
probably
think,
fun.
wouldn't it? But no, I'm on the seat. No, and then the suitcase in the back. Right. Yeah.
Oh,
Like you're
okay.
trying to smuggle me across borders. I have to put you in the suitcase, because otherwise, if I'm going into like a store, you could take me. I could sit in the kids area. You're not gonna sit in the kids area of the car. No, no. Okay. I have to put you inside of a bag or a case. Yeah, well, you could poke a hole in it first. All right. You don't. So they're usually kind of covered, right? Because you're embarrassed to be next to me, right? Yeah, but I have to kind of watch out for you guys, sure, because not a lot of people have seen a jackalope before. No, I actually did a video with Jackie at a Kroger recently, and I scared a lady. Yeah, but that was just when she saw your face. No, no, she saw you and she was scared. You sure? Yes. Okay.
Yeah, definitely is fun times.
Yeah, yeah, we have a lot of fun. Who stays
Exactly.
in?
Is there anything coming out next that you would like to push or plug? Like any shows you got or TikTok lives or anything?
Well, I got a push start to come out. No, come on. They're talking about content. What content? Okay. We've got, we've got like a. Have you heard of MTV Cribs?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So we've got something where Bill is doing a tour of his coffin, and it's called ZTV Cribs.
Oh my God, I love
Uh,
it.
and that's fun because this lady on TikTok made Bill a coffin, and he fits into it, and I use it in my shows, and it's hilarious. Yeah. And so we've got that coming out. Where we do seasonal stuff too. Sure, I do this videos for the holidays, and we also do this thing called Nana Vlogs where I go antiquing. I love antiques, and I love antiquing
Oh,
with my
nice.
grandma. So we do that on our YouTube channel, and I take
Okay.
Jackie along. Sure, and so it's puppets, comedy, the kind of finding a random stuff. Sure, out and about, and we're really amping up the series, so we have a lot of fun doing those, and we try to get one of those out every few months. But
Okay.
those are really fun, and a great thing because people love seeing my grandma and my family members in it, and then of course they've got the characters, so you can't go
Well, of
wrong. Yeah,
course.
right.
And where can fans find you at? Like, what's your socials and your YouTube and all that stuff?
Sure, I'm on Tinder at Jackie the Jet. No, come on, what? Talking about me. All right. Look at the
Swipe
cute.
right.
Yeah, swipe right for sure. Right. Yeah. Type in keywords fur, attractive, and horny. They're not. I have antlers. Okay, they're antlers. They're called antlers. Sure, right. They're not horny. You sure? Yeah. Okay. We're everywhere. We're on every social media platform at Landon Venting. Yes, Landon
Okay.
Venting because my name's Landon Harvey, but I'm a ventriloquist, and you sub that down and it's vent, but I'm venting. It's a double entendre, right? Even Lizzo couldn't think of that, right? Yes. So we've got Landon Venting. We're everywhere. Twitter, we do jokes on Twitter daily. We do TikToks a bunch. We're on YouTube, Landon Venting. We've got a podcast called Landon Live, which is you can tune into wherever you listen to podcasts. Sure. We're on season 2 of that, and we've also just added an Instagram and a YouTube. The Instagram is Landon Live Pod, and the YouTube is Landon Live, so you can go check that out if you're interested in and being part of that and become a Landon listener. Right.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, I want to thank you both for coming on the show. It's been so much fun. You both are funny. You both are cool. Thank you so much for taking time out and coming on the show.
Oh, well, for sure. We're happy to be here and happy to be a part of this. This is a great show.
Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you.
Can I have lunch? I'm hungry. I'll get you something later. Can I get a Pop-Tart? Yeah, I'll get you something. Okay. Sit you down. Bye. All
Bye.
right. So this
Thanks.
is great.
Thanks,
Once again,
buddy.
thanks for having me on here, and I look forward to seeing the rerun of this.
Oh man, you are excellent. Like
Oh, thank you.
I really mean it. Like just the words and your lips don't move. Everything you did was perfect.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. This is fun. I love doing these.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate
All
it.
right, totally. You take care. You guys tune in and take care.
Thank you. Bye.